A couple of weeks ago, I posted this question on all of my platforms. When you are undergoing an intravesical treatment for bladder cancer, does your doctor make you turn from side to side? It's always been a curiosity of mine because early on when I was first diagnosed, I read about BCG treatment and I read that you need to turn from side to side. However, when it was my turn to do BCG, I asked my doctor and he said, "No, I don't make you do that." I see this topic come up on a lot of bladder cancer forums that I follow, and so I decided to put it out there and do one of my very unscientific polls to find out what your doctor asks you to do. And as usual, my fellow bladder cancer warriors did not disappoint. Several commenters made the analogy about a rotisserie chicken, which is what they feel like when they are turning side to side. Most of the people who are part of Team Flip described having to flip 15 minutes to one side, 15 minutes to the other side, 15 minutes on their back, 15 minutes on their stomach. But I love this commenter that said, "Why don't we have to stand on our head?" And this patient said, yes, they do the roll, but first they get in a 45-minute walk beforehand. I personally couldn't do the walk. I can barely hold my bladder for the 2 hours. And I love learning new facts and tidbits from fellow bladder cancer patients. Like this bladder cancer patient that said, although their installation is 50 mLs, the actual BCG germ only constitutes 16.5 milligrams of the 50 mLs, or about 1.7 ounces. From the members of Team No Roll, I got a couple of explanations about how the bladder functions, and they described it as more like a balloon, where as you fill it with any liquid, it naturally has the liquid touching all of the walls anyway as the bladder expands. There's not air in the bladder, which kind of makes sense because I don't notice air when I urinate. So the conclusion of my very unscientific poll, out of 73 respondents, 39 are Team No Flip and 34 are Team Flip. So Team No Flip comes out on top by a very close margin, 53% to 47%. But I will admit, as a member of Team No Flip, that as I get toward the end of my 2-hour hold for the BCG solution, I do roll from side to side, more so to try to deal with the overwhelming urge to pee. I really enjoy taking on these topics, and so I'd like you to let me know in the comments if there are any other topics you'd like me to do a deep dive on.